nice week. I hope you are well. I have been well, sort of, but the rest of my family's not so lucky. You might remember that last Sunday I said that my mother has gone down with the thing that of which we shall not name, that a lot of other people have gone down with. And then me and my dad were alright, but then by Tuesday, my dad also had it. I have been fine. I've been wearing my little masks. I've got one here. And my Christmas mask as well. I'm making great use of this. And looking after them, getting them food and drink, and making sure they were well. And today my mother is better, not entirely well, but better than she was. And my dad still a little, well, he's better too, but not entirely recovered. So good news, my bringing lots of cups of tea and toast and food has paid off in the end. Hello, Philip. So everything's good. I was a bit worried for a little while, but I was organising it, and I was washing up and cleaning up and putting lots of rubbish out, and it was all good. And now I don't have to do any more. Yay! Yes, I am glad as well. And yes, so my mother has come downstairs. I gave her permission. She only tested negative today, and you were actually supposed to do it for 2 days, but it has been more than 5 days, which the regulations are now, and we don't even know what the rules are now, but it was like, oh, go on then. You're in the, as long as I stay away, a little way away, more than a couple of feet, and I'm sure it's fine. And then maybe by tomorrow everything's fine and we can all go back to almost normal. What is normal? I do not know. Normal. I don't know whether I've ever known what that is. But there you go. So that's good. Yay, thank you for my thumbs up. Oh no, I think, yeah, and my brother got it as well, and everyone's, it's just like, and Twitter was like, well, I've never met anyone that's had it. People on Twitter were like, and I was like, well, bully for you, because that is not my experience of it, really. It's like, well, I do too. Where are you living? It's like, okay, fair enough, but everyone I know is suddenly has this. I haven't gone anywhere and done anything, but my dad was in hospital last week, and then my mother was visiting, and we're not sure really, but something happened. Oh yes, exactly. You just had it, did you? Oh, I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. So that's unfortunate. I hope you're feeling better and that you make a full recovery in the fullness of time, and it's sooner than that. Yes, so I hope you feel much better soon. So I didn't know that, but I have been not going anywhere. I've gone in the garden, I picked some beans and some spinach. But I picked something that was not spinach, and I showed it to my mum and went, this is fuzzy, this is not spinach. Where you told me the spinach was, this is not spinach. She's like, no, it's not. It's like, well, we better not eat that then. I do not know what that is. But I did not cook it. There was not much spinach. I had that much spinach, which boiled down to that much spinach. It's not enough, really. Not enough spinach. Hang on, what did somebody just say that? I am, you're better, thanks. Good, yeah. Van Hilleth, oh my goodness. Yes, there's been a lot of helicopters, unfortunately. Rescue services are go-go. And it's unfortunate, it's quite near, and don't know, tragedy and everything, so unfortunate that. But I don't know, I haven't done anything this week except sit in my room and go out of my room and make teas and coffees and food for people, and then go back in my room. So I've done lots of admin. I've been working on the Free Fringe app. Hooray! The Free Fringe app is go! I was a bit worried about the virtual fringe, which is part of the Free Fringe, for people that don't need to go to Edinburgh, or the people that are up in Edinburgh and are going to see a show and are suddenly like, well, I'm home at my hotel room or hostel, I want to watch another show, and then they can now. And it's all worked out, and it's good. So you can go and see a show in Edinburgh. If you're going in Edinburgh, you're going to Edinburgh to see a show. And then when you're fed up of that, you can go home. Or on the way, queuing. If you've got Wi-Fi or 5G or something, you can watch them queuing up. Use your headphones so you don't bother everyone else. So yay, it's all working. And we've got an app, a Free Fringe app, which you might have heard, the actual whole Fringe as a whole has told all the people that have paid £300 or £400 to go in the app because they missed the deadline for the printed brochure, or they think the printed brochure is not worth it anyway, that there isn't going to be an app for them. And they're all up in arms and very angry, and I'm very angry too. It's not good enough. But if you have got a Free Fringe show, then you are going in the app, because we have an app. Hooray! It's a Free Fringe app. Yay. And the digital shows are sort of getting on there. Because only this week we sorted it out, I was a bit unsure about them being anywhere really, but now they are on the app, some of them, and some more to come. And so if you want to be part of it, and you've got a wonderful show that you think that could be part of the PBH's virtual Free Fringe, then you can let me know and apply, and maybe you could be on there too, and that will be so fun, and you will be part of an international festival without ever having to leave the comfort of your cave or hovel or box, or wherever you are. Haha! So that's good. And it turns out some people that have put shows on the Free Fringe app, some of the virtual shows, I'm in them. And they're not my shows. I've got some shows, and I'm going to have some live shows. I've got some on-demand shows, but some people have put their shows on, and I'm in those shows too. I'm everywhere. I'm every person. I'm all you need. Yeah. Paraphrasing the song, because I'm every person, all of you. I'm not just going to limit it. So that's very good, isn't it? Some people have been saying things and I didn't see it because I'm concentrating. Live chat. What did you say? Greetings from Hickory, North Carolina. Yes. Who organises the Ad Fringe? Oh, lots of different organisations. Odd. Oh, yes, the Prisoners North Wales. Port Marion. I have been there. I would like to go there again. There is a train apparently that goes from Pontypool all the way up. I didn't know until somebody came to visit and was like, "Oh, let's go." And I'm like, "But it'll take hours. It'll take days, and it's very expensive." And they were like, "No, I came to Wales just to see Port Marion." It's like, "But it's a long way away." And they didn't talk to me. They weren't happy with me. Really, they were like, "But I want to." It's like, I would go, but you have to come too. But I don't want to. But maybe I will go. Anyway, Port Marion, it's very nice. And if you want to be part of the Free Fringe, then I'm not guaranteeing it, but you can certainly apply. If you want to go up there with the show, it's a little bit on the late side, but you can still do it, and you can get on the app. Ha! And if you want to do a virtual show, then you can certainly, if you've got a suitable show, obviously not everything's going to be suitable, but if you think it's suitable and that people would like to see it, then why not? Give it a shot. Anyway, it might work. But there's lots of different organisations. There's the Pleasance, which has got it's got a London base, and it's also got, they usually have the Courtyard and the Dome. And there's the Gilded Balloon, which used to be in Cowgate, but then it burned down. So now they're in different part, Bristow Square, which is there, and the Assembly, which was in the Assembly rooms, but then moved towards Bristow Square, and now I think it's gone back to the Assembly, and the Assembly rooms is in Newtown, and there's Old Town. Old Town is Old Town, and Newtown's Newtown. Old Town's good because it's on. If you got the Royal Mile, if you know Edinburgh, you go up the Royal Mile, and you've got on both sides buildings all the way up, and the buildings go all the way down the hill. So there's lots and lots of really tall buildings all the way up the hill. So down in the bowels of the hill, you've got the underground, and there's bridges all joined up. And there's bridges, and you can explore the bridges. So you think, oh, this is a nice flat area, and you go up the hill, and you go, oh, this is a nice hill. And then you realise that there's hills going up to the hills. They're called closes, and they go all the way up, and all the way up. And the poor people used to live down in the bottom, and then the rich people used to live up in the top. So it's a little bit classist, really. And then the poor people and everybody put all their waste and everything into Old Ricky, which was a big lake, a loch. I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, it's not there anymore. That's why I can't remember what it's called. Loch. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, that's where the Waverley Station is now. So if you're in the Waverley Station, just think, way back in the day, you would have been at the bottom of a lake. But no, you're not. So it's very exciting, but I'm not going there this year, unfortunately. I love it there, but I do not have the money this year, and I do not have the wherewithal, and there's things going on in the world. I was like, no, but I will do the digital fringe, so I'm doing that. Also, I had a gig this week. I thought it kept being put off. It was the Pear-Shaped in Dystopia, but it got put off again. Oh no, for various reasons. So now it's on the 26th which is a Tuesday. It was supposed to be on a Wednesday, but now it's 26th, so I've still got to write something for that. But anyway, so yeah. Things are going on. So I feel a little bit more like something's happening. I thought a sense of purpose this week because I'm looking after people. And I'm very good at looking after people, I think. It's one of, because it makes you feel like it, even though it's altruistic. The thing is about altruism is it makes you feel good. So you get something out of it too. Even though altruism's supposed to help other people and you get nothing out of it. You do, because you feel nice about it and you feel like you've got a sense of purpose. So anyone who's altruistic and go, I'm just doing it for the good of other people. No, because you get this warm glow inside. That means, you're helping somebody. And if you're not getting that, then what the? I think if you're not getting that, then what the? Surely everybody that's helping other people must feel good about it. Otherwise, they're not going to feel bad about it, are they? That would be weird. Anyway, altruism, it's a good thing, but you are getting something out of it, and also you're helping society, so which feeds back to you. So altruistic people are very good for society because they give of themselves, but also they should get something back sort of way down the line because everybody helping other people. Pay it forward. That was a terrible film. I hated that film, and it's got even worse with in retrospect because I believe Kevin Spacey was in it. Am I wrong there? I might be wrong there. Anyway, it's a terrible film, but it's a good concept. You help somebody, and they help somebody, and then they help somebody, and then everybody helps everyone, and that's a nice, good thing. I think too. Yes, it's a good thing. And people are commenting, and I'm not seeing that because I was concentrating. Shopping in Sainsbury's. Oh, theatre. Oh, wow. Oh, bread and butter pudding's nice. I'm gluten-free, but I can eat gluten-free bread and butter pudding with maybe some almond milk. That would be nice. Maybe I'll make that. Yum. That sounds lovely. Blackwood, not Blackwater. Oh, Blackwater and Blackwood are different places. Do you? Who denies all accusations? I'm missing bits now. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Kevin Spacey. I'm missing what I was seeing. He denies all... Well, he would, wouldn't he? You're not going to go, yes, it was me. I'm a terrible person. No, you're not going to say that. You're going to deny all things, all knowledge of things. Otherwise, you will get done and your career will be over. So you would say that, wouldn't you? And you're going to fight, 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 and you might be guilty, and you might not be, and who's to say, and who's to be. And I don't really want to make a judgment because I'm not a jury, but juries make mistakes too. You have to admit that a lot of the time, and especially if they get the wrong people and they're not the people that they say they were. Topical. You'll know what I mean if you know what I mean. Anyway, then that's all I'm going to say on that. But yes. If you're going to be any pirate, be Blackbeard, be Taika Waititi. His name's Waititi. I've just gone all Hawaiian. I've been all Hawaiian. Yeah, Taika Waititi or Taika Cohen as his. That's his name, but that's not his professional name. Anyway, Taika Waititi. I was reading his Wikipedia. That's all I have knowledge about things. That's his birth name. Do you tell people's birth names? I don't know what the politeness is. Probably not, because Cher is not. What's her name? Sherilyn or something. Her original name, but she's not that anymore. And my original name is the same as it is now. I'm a very boring person. I haven't changed it. It's exactly the same. So, there. But I don't know what the point of that was. Anyway, people change their names, and that's up to them. Marilyn Monroe was not originally called Marilyn Monroe. She was called Norma Jean Mortensen, stroke Baker, stroke something else instead, because I don't think her mother was not called either of those things, so I don't know. Anyway, she's Marilyn Monroe. What am I talking about? I don't know. Taika Waititi is Blackbeard in a thing, and that is the pirate you should be and aspire to be, even though pirates are terrible and they're not. Don't be a pirate. What am I talking about? I don't know. I've lost it, completely lost it. Did I ever have it? No, I didn't. I never had anything, and I still don't. but that's just the breaks. Them's the breaks, as somebody else said. Do you know who I'm talking about? Edward Teach, but that's not his real name. Edward Teach. Blackbeard might be called Edward Teach, or he might be called something else, because I read his Wikipedia page too, and he could be something else, and nobody knows where he was born. They say it might be Bristol, but they say it might not have been. He could have been from anywhere, and he's got a New Zealand accent in the thing that he's in. So who's to say, and who's to say? And New Zealand didn't exist in those days anyway. But does that really matter? Because it's a fictional construct, a fictional construct, a fictional construct, a fictional construct. You do what you want with a fictional construct. That's why a fictional construct's a really good thing to be. A really good thing to be. Because you can be what you want. What did you say? You can be who you want. Is there a British sense of humour? No, we've got no sense of humour, no sense of humour. We are very dull and stupid, and nobody in Britain's got a sense of humour, and that's why we're so miserable all the time, all the time. I don't know, is there a British sense of humour? Is there? Is there? Is there? Is there? I'm not English, I'm not Scottish, I'm not from the north of Ireland either, I'm from Wales. Is there a Welsh sense of humour? I don't know, because I only just started to learn to speak Welsh. Maybe there's a Cymraeg sense of humour, and I don't know about it well enough, because that is not my first tongue. That's my tongue. But I can speak a little bit of Welsh now, like do we. That means I'm a dragon. I'm a dragon! There must be a look what we elected. Ha ha ha! It's hilarious, isn't it? What a laugh! What a laugh! Look who we elected just for a laugh! We're so funny, we're so funny, we're so dry and hilarious. Look who we elected just for a laugh. Oh why, oh why, oh why? Because we are idiots, just like the people we elect. We are stupid and pathetic people. We do not deserve anything good. That's why we don't get nice things, because we are daft and ridiculous, and we really do deserve what we get. But maybe it'll be better soon. Maybe it'll be better soon, but I wouldn't hold your breath, because it is never better. This is as good as it gets. Is there a Tahitian sense? Oh, there's Tahiti. Yes, there might be a Tahiti sense of humour. I don't know. You're going to have to ask people from Tahiti. Really? I don't know. After saying Waititi wrong, is there a Polynesian sense of humour? There probably is. Do I have it? I don't know. According to Ancestry, I have Polynesian ancestry, but I don't know whether that's true, because it also said I have Native American ancestry, and I think it might not be right, although it might. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I got one this week that said I've got 26% Vikings, and Vikings weren't actually a thing, because they are just made up. They're a fictional construct too. And oh, I just remembered that I forgot to put the section of my novel about Norse people who are not Vikings, and it's a long time ago. There is part of a Norse novel that I am writing that you can read on Patreon. How do you pronounce that? I found out today that Eros, the Greek god of love, also known as Cupid, if you're a Roman, you an ancient Roman, is called Eros. If you're Eros, if you're American, and it sounds like arrows, because apparently it was a clue in the New York Times crossword, and somebody was questioning that, saying, is Eros, does that really sound like arrows? And apparently it does if you're American. Eros. This week I looked up Persephone, who is the Greek the Greek, I mentioned Persephone in a video, and then I said, oh, because I said Proserpine as well, and she's not called Proserpina or Proserpine or Persephone. It's not Persephone, it's Proserpine or Proserpina. Proserpina, not Proserpina. Although there is a Rufus Wainwright's sister, what's she called? She's got a song called Proserpina, but that's not how you pronounce it. It's Proserpina or Proserpine, because there was Ralph Little had a who do you think you are back to ancestry, and his great grandfather or grandfather was serving on the HMS Proserpine. Not Proserpina, not Proserpina, not Persephone, or anything like that. It's very confusing. Same thing, different name. Back to the names! Well, maybe Persephone wants to call it that, but she doesn't. I don't know. Usage changes, exactly. People say things in different ways. The same thing can be said a different way. Drag do we? Or am I a dragon? It depends whether you're Welsh, whether you speak Welsh, or whether you do not speak Welsh. Drag. Do we? I'm getting a sore throat. I had a sore throat the whole of this week, even though Tess said no. Throat said yes. Tess said no. I'm probably alright. I don't know. Maybe it's all to come yet again. Oh, joys of joys. Wonder of wonder. Miracle of miracles. That's a copyrighted song. I will not sing that. And also that's probably cultural appropriation. So I will not do that. Woo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, I still haven't sung that song I was going to sing. Sing, 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 sing. Bing, 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 bing. I don't think I'm getting any better at playing the guitar, but I'm better than Johnny Depp. Ha! If you see in that clip, you'll know what I mean. Here he is, he's going on stage with Jeff Beck like this. But he's not wired up, you can't hear what he's saying. He's singing, he's not, you can't hear what he's playing, but he's clearly doing this. The guitar, and that's why you don't be that pirate, you be the Blackbeard pirate with Taika Waititi, and he who is that is the pirate you want to aspire to be. Truth. Or the captain of the yes, Pirates of Penzance, you'd be one of those. You'd be a pirate king, or you'd be Captain Pugwash, yay, or you'd be the Dread Pirate Roberts, that's a good one. Or you be Captain Shakespeare from... what's that called? Starlight. Oh dear. It begins. Oh, you be one of the other pirates. You be a good pirate. One of the pirates in Pirates versus something else. But there are a lot of bad pirates. Don't be a pirate in real life, because that's not a thing to be. No, it's not a thing to be. Do not be a pirate in real life, because you will get in trouble. That is an illegal thing to be. And don't pirate any software, and don't pirate any goods, and don't pirate any bags, and don't pirate any hoods. And never do a pirate thing, never be a pirate, unless the pirate you're going to be is a fictional construct. It's a fictional construct. A fictional construct's a thing to be. If you're being a fictional construct, that's the thing to be. Be a fictional construct is a woman with beard. What's it called about? The king. Oh, you're talking about Hatshepsut. She was a pharaoh and she had a beard, but it's a fake beard as far as I know. That you can have a beard and be a woman. You can be a woman and have a beard. Nobody's stopping you. In In fact, I had this conversation with my mum. Lots of women have hair everywhere and they have to get rid of it, but they don't have to get rid of it. Don't bother. Why bother? Because it's a fictional construct. Who cares what you do? You can do anything you want, anything you want, anything you want, anything you want, anything you want. Be anybody you want. Be anything. Have a beard. Be the king of Egypt. Be the king of Asgard. Be the king of Spain. Be king of kings. I don't care. You be what you want. I don't care. That's what Grant Shapps said too. He doesn't care. Why should we care? He's not the best person in the world. But if you're going to have a Tory leader, even though he's done some piratey things, bad piratey things that you don't want to look up on the internet, because you find out and you go, oh, bad person. But apart from that, in a way, he is very good at saying that people can do what they want, and why should it matter to you? Why should it matter to you? Nice one, Grant Shapps. But apart from that, you're not that good a chap, but you're better than some of the others, and that's all I can say about you. If you have to have one of them, you may as well have one of them, because you haven't got any choice. And we've got no choice. It's not up to us. It's not up to the hoi polloi. It's not up to us to decide who's in charge of us. Apparently, democracy can just fly by the window. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You get who you get, and you don't get upset. You do get very upset, but you don't get to challenge authority, because you get put in prison apparently these days because they've changed the rules, because we're a terrible, terrible country. And probably get in prison for saying so, because you're not allowed to say anything anymore. You can't say anything anymore. You can't say that it's a terrible country, because that's very, very, very unnice. So you got to say, ha, everything's lovely. Ha, everything's great. Everybody is having such a lovely time, and nothing has gone wrong, and nothing has gone wrong, and everybody's having fun. Fun, fun in the sun, till Daddy's taken T-Bird away. Ray, ray, ray. What is a T-Bird? I think it's a car. But we don't have a car. Car's my dad's car. Nearly crashed, and now I'm stuck in the house for the whole of the summer, and this is the result. I've been in the house the whole week, making cups of tea for people, not seeing anybody. Not seeing anybody. I've been all alone with my thoughts, because I've been reading and they've been isolated, so I think that I've gone a little bit funny. But not in the good way. Oh my goodness me. What is the point? Nobody said anything for about 10 minutes. Just watching me have my little thing. Am I any chance that... Oh, I've met John Hegley. Am I? That would be fun, wouldn't it? No, but I have done a gig with him. A gig, and I was so excited. And he said something nice about somebody else's poem. And he looked straight through me. And I was so disappointed. So very sad. And I went, oh no, you did not say a thing about me. I am so sad. I did a lovely poem, but it wasn't very funny. It was just touching and evocative and about my grandmother, and it wasn't very funny at all. No, it wasn't funny. And he did not laugh, which is probably a good thing, because it wasn't supposed to be funny. And if he did laugh, I would have been ever so slightly upset. But he didn't say anything. He just said to the person next to me, your poem was so funny. It was so great. He didn't say it like that. And I was like, and I wanted to say, oh, John Hegley, you're so great and talented. And I'm so honoured to be on the same stage it was you, more or less, in the vicinity of you. You were there, and then I was there, and you introduced us, and I was so honoured. Oh, you're so great. But I did not say that. I just went, that's what I did. But that was in South London. Where was it? It's just outside. Can't remember what it was. It was in a library long ago. I say long ago, it was about 5 years or 6 years now. Oh, he was a poet and comedian. I did meet Jake Thackeray. I was going to say Jake Yap. I do know Jake Yap. He had been on his radio show, but I meant Jake Thackeray, and he heard me in my early days, and he said, "Wow, you're very, very funny. I liked your stuff." So, he did say something nice to me. Jake Thackeray said something nice to me. He said, "That's very good stuff. I enjoyed that. Well done." And I said, "Thank you, Jake Thackeray. I'm very, very, very flattered by that." I didn't say that actually. And then and Labby Sifri was in the audience too. Ha 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 ha. And he didn't say anything. I said, "It must be love. Ha ha ha." I didn't say that because I did not realise that it was Labby Sifri until a lot later than that. A lot later than that. But I have met a lot of people. But I am not those people. So, yes. So, in conclusion, this has been a lot of fun because I'm pretending that I can see you and that I've had some interaction with actual people, which has been a very short supply this week, what with me not going anywhere and doing anything. I did go to the shops at one point and I bought some milk. I don't drink milk, it's for other people. Milk for other people. That's what I did. And then I came home and then I just sat on the sofa and went, and then I made tea for other people. So that's been my week, and I don't know what next week's going to bring. Joy and happiness, no doubt. Who knows? So, you just have to live for today. Live for today. Somebody said something about how long that some sort of diet to live longer, and that they were expecting to live so many years, and I was like, oh gosh, because they were the same age as me. I was like, oh, that's not many years. Oh no, I'd better get. But they're like, oh, you couldn't live 20 years longer than that. It's like 20 years longer than that's still not an awful lot of time. I went 100 years, 100,000 years, a million billion years. So I should be Queen Hatshepsut and be a pharaoh with a beard, because they live forever and ever and ever, and they go to the underworld and the afterlife, and the mummies live forever, and they will come back into the mummies and the car and the bar and everything, and then they will live forever, they believe. In fact, what usually ends up happening is their bits end up in the British Museum, as a lot of things do from around the world, in a case with people going and tapping on the glass and going, look at that thing, rather than living forever. You just be in a glass case in the British Museum. So if you are alive, lying there going, F my life, really, is probably what would happen, because that's your life, and then you're still alive in a glass case. Not so great, really. So maybe that's not the way to... Yes, I'll rethink this whole plan, really. The blue in that painting is really blue. The blue in that painting is possibly really blue. It might just be the lighting. But yes, this is a painting by my father. That is my father. That is also my father. He's painted himself twice. Can you see? He's painted himself into this thing twice. And that's my mum, and that's my mum, and that's me here. I'm only in it once. Here. I thought that was me, but that's actually my cousin's wife, Sophie. That's my cousin, Sophie. And they're from France. And that's me. They visited once. And that's my next door neighbours. And that's other people that my dad knows, painted in an impressionist style. Lovely. And it's very... Okay, well, I shall go now. And I shall probably blow my nose and have a little sit down and make some tea, because that's what I do now. I make tea. Thank you very much. Goodbye. See, it is oil. Yes, it's an oil paint. My dad's best. He does watercolours, but it's oil. He doesn't like acrylics. It's oil. It's oil. Yes. Okay then. See you soon. See you next week, and have a lovely week, and stay well and be happy. and be good. All right then, bye-bye.